friends, so it is still Saturday and I figured I might as well just do another video because today I got this Sam's Bead box. Now you're not going to be seeing this video until the 15th, but I'm sorry, I can't wait to open it up and pull everything out because you know who teamed up with them on this box? Deb Floros. She did. And you guys, it's amazing. I already reached out to her and I told her, I said, Deb, I got my Sam's Bead box and it is gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to show you because you guys, I have never seen a bead box like this ever in my life. And it is so cool and it is so fresh. You're just going to love it. You're absolutely going to love it. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we're just gonna leave it in a pile like this for a second, just so I can read to you what's going on. So the Citrus Celebration reveal day is August 15th, so you will not see this video till August 15th. And it says, let's hear from designer Deb Floros about the inspiration for our August box collaboration. Ready to enter our citrus grove? So Citrus Celebration. In the early 90s, I lived in an older home in Phoenix with a thriving lemon tree in the backyard. The tree produced big, flavorful lemons. As anyone with a bountiful citrus tree knows, I had to share and juice lemons by the dozen to keep up. I don't hold back adding citrus juices to guacamole, iced tea, and sauces. I love that citrus can be a main ingredient or the perfect finish to a dish. From the start, I knew I wanted this box to feel refreshing and whimsical for summer. Along with the SBS team, we selected vibrant lemon, lime, grapefruit, and orange tones. It's hard to pick my favorites from all the check, but I do adore the fruit shapes we scored. The gems, citrine rounds, faceted peridot, and carved carnelian all shimmer so beautifully. For an extra pop, we added resin and polymer citrus slices. You can save the spool of nylon cord for one of my bead box classes. Please share your designs on the SBS Gem Chat group on Facebook with hashtag Sam's Bead Box August 2024. Deb Floros. So here's a few things. The reveal date is the 15th. So that's for all of us. We can show our creations and things like that. The bead box extras will post to the SBS app on August 16th, and the official unboxing is done on YouTube, Sam's Bead Shop YouTube, on August 16th, and the Bead Box Celebration live sale is August 20th. So you can be put on the text list, so you'll get text reminders by texting, by going to joinsamsbeadshop.com. And here we have our list of things. So let me get this set up and I'll be right back and we'll go through them one by one. Okay, so first of all, as always, you get some Werthers. Love it. Makes me happy. So let's put them over here. All right, so the first thing we have is this check glass starburst flower in juicy orange. They're 12 and a half millimeters and you get an 8-piece strand. These are lovely, so lovely. I love these colors, you guys. Just when I was starting to feel fallish, this comes through like a wrecking ball and destroys all my fall plans because this whole box, I'm gonna probably use every single last bead in this box, I'm telling you right now. Then next we have citrine, smooth round heated, 6.5 millimeters, and you get a 4.75 inch strand. So these citrine beads are gorgeous. Look at those. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I love citrine, you guys. So beautiful. Then next we have peridot faceted round, grade A peridot, you guys, 3 millimeters, 7.5 inch strand. Look at these tiny beauties, so tiny, but they make up in that sparkle and shine. Look at that. You don't need to be big when you sparkle like that. All right. Then we have check glass fire polished round citrus AB mix, 6 millimeters, and you get a 21 piece strand. The fire polish on these beads, you guys, look at that. Spectacular. This, honestly, this box makes me thirsty. Like, it's like I can see an ice cold glass of lemonade or pink lemonade. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Next we have carnelian carved pumpkin rondelle, and these are heated. They're 7 to 8 by 12 millimeter. Oh my goodness, 7 to 8 by 11, 12 millimeters, and you get an 8-piece strand. These carnelian pumpkins are beautiful. Look at all the different shades. Look at this one right here. Okay, let's focus. Focus on this one. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love a good carnelian. Next we have check glass petal brios in ruby red grapefruit mix. These are super fun. Oh my gosh, these are super fun. And they're 6 by 8 millimeters, and you get a 22-piece strand. These are so cool. I love those. All right, next we have check glass melon orange crystal gold mix, 8 millimeters. They're a 14-piece strand. So these are really cool because they actually have like little swirls of orange in them, and it's not completely orange. That's what I really like about it, because there's just enough orange in it to bring it to life. Next we have some check glass daisy spacer in this beautiful white silk luster. I love the white silk luster, you guys. Look at how bright that is. They are 5 millimeter in size, and you get a 62-piece strand. That's a lot of spacers. Next we have check glass fire polish drops lemonade AB, and they are 5.5 by 8 millimeters, and you get a 12-piece strand. Look at that gorgeousness. Tell me those aren't beautiful. Next we have check glass fire polish round citrus bounty mix, and they are 4 millimeters, and you get a 40-piece strand. This is fun. Look at this bold orange. Oh my gosh. So cool, so cool. Do you see what I mean by this being like really fresh? I mean, it just looks refreshing. Then we have some really super adorable, you guys. Look at how cute these are. Oh my gosh. Citrus slices, polymer clay trio mix, and they are 4 by 8 to 9 millimeters, and you get a 18-piece strand. These are so fun. So fun. We're gonna have a good time with these. Then we have check glass 4-point Orion spacer matte peridot gold. They're 2.5 by 4 millimeters, and you get a 40-piece strand. If you guys don't know what the Orion spacers are, they're just like little pinch squares, little tiny, it's so hard for this to focus, pinch squares. And I love these kinds of spacers. I have these in so many different colors. This one blew me away, okay? So this is a check glass twist brio. Yes, twist brio. Look at these. White silk luster, 6 by 12 millimeter, and you get a 16-piece strand. Look at how cool those are. They're like twisted. They're just super amazing. I love those. Love those. I'm gonna have to do something real soon with these. Then let's move on from our strands and go into our other little goodies here. Just kind of scoot these off to the side so we have room. All right. This is our Summer Citrus Check Glass Bead Mix, and you get 22 grams. This looks like a whole little bag of fun. I'm going to just put it on this little tray here so we can take a look at all the goodies in here. Oh, so you have some really pretty leaves. Look at how pretty these are. And they're top drilled, like through the side. I guess they'd be more like briolette drilled. And we have some cute little flowers, some bicones, some teeny tiny drops, some cubes, some like coin type ones, some table cut. Oh my gosh. What else am I missing? Oh, these little tiny like kind of bumpy ovally shaped ones. So many pretty shapes and colors in this one. Oh my gosh, I can't even, you guys, I can't even. All right, trying to calm myself down here. It's gonna be okay. Next we have Check Glass Lemon and Lime Top Drilled, 10 by 13.5 millimeter, and you get a 5-piece set. These are so cute. They look like the real fruit, lemons and limes. Look at how cute those are. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We'll just put them right here. They are so adorable. Then next we have Check Glass Bee Coin, Sunflower Yellow and Copper. So this little bee is just adorable. They are 12 millimeter and you get a 2-piece set. They are printed on both sides. Really cute. Then we have a Check Glass Carved Star. Color varies, it says, so you may not have a green one. You may have a different green or a different color. 18 millimeter, and you get 1 piece. Next is a Carnelian Lotus Pendant, and it is heated. It's 20 millimeters. You get 1 piece. Tone and thickness varies. So it's hard to tell because it is carved into the stone, but it is a lotus flower, and it's drilled right here through the top, which is perfect. Very pretty. I love a good lotus flower. Then next we have this super adorable grapefruit slice, and its resin is 35 millimeters, and you get 1 piece. And it says on here, where is it? Some shaping variants. So here's the back, and there's some sparkle in it. And then here's the front. I think that's really cute. I love it when they put something unexpected in there like that. Then next we have some hibiscus flowers. So we have, where am I? There we go. Check Glass Table Cut Hibiscus Flower Orange Amber Picasso Mix. You get 3 pieces, 2 smaller and a bigger one. And they are 14 to 16 millimeters, and they are really pretty. So they're more of that ambery, orangey color with the little Picasso around the sides and in the middle there. Really pretty little set. Cute. Then next we have another hibiscus flower, is Check Glass Etched Honey Gold, 21 millimeters, and you get 1 piece. So here it is, and that is really pretty. It looks almost like a gold dust on it. It's just really pretty. Okay, then next we have some Miyuki 11-0 beads, and they are Golden Glow Mix, and you get a 5-gram tube. So if any of you are bead weavers, this is great. If you're not, these make the best spacers, you guys. The best spacers. Especially when you're wanting a subtle, small spacer. All right, then next we have some nylon cord in natural. It says Tex 210, it's 0.5 millimeters, and you get a 20-yard spool. Deb said save some of this for a class with her, so I will do that because I'll be making sure I'm paying attention to that class so I can see how she uses that. Okay, now we have our last but not least metal components. They're gold plated, they're lead free, and I will get them out of the bag here. We have TerraCast small blossom charms, 8 by 12 millimeter 2-piece set, made in the USA. So here they are, these cute little, oh my gosh, these are cute little charms. Those are adorable. And then we have cursive heart charms. These are so pretty. And they are 16 millimeter and they're 3-piece set and they're made in Greece. Those are really, really gorgeous. All right, you guys, I hope you really like this unboxing because this is like probably, I've had different favorites this whole time, but I'm going to have to say that this one, hands down, just looking at it, is my favorite one I've seen of Sam's Bead Box so far. So far. Deb and team, good job, you guys. You knocked this one out of the park. It is gorgeous. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and I'll get you turned around and we are going to make something fun. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have all my ducks in a row, you guys. So these are what we're using. We're going to be using the Summer Citrus Check Glass Bead Mix. We're going to be using the Grapefruit Slice Pendant. I pulled out 2 little polymer clay beads that look like grapefruit to me because they're pink in the middle. We're using the Fire Polish Check Glass rounds, and this is actually called Citrus A Bead Mix. We're going to use the seed beads. And I brought with me stuff for my stash, so gold wire in case we need it, a couple pairs of beadable hoop earrings, or 1 pair I should say, a clasp, all my ending the cord findings, various sizes jump rings, and some head pins. So I think I got everything. Oh, you know what I'm missing? My wire. Hold on. You know, no matter how hard I try, you guys. 1 second, I'll find my gold wire. Here it is. All right, got my gold wire. All right, so we're gonna make a necklace and earring set. And what we're going to do is it's gonna be 2 strands, but I wanna see if I can get both strands through each bead because in between I want to do on both strands like a little run of seed beads. So let's see if we can make that work. All right, so I'm gonna just measure this around my neck and I'll let you know what lengths I cut here in a second. I'm cutting 2 the same length. Oh, that means I need twice the amount of crimp tubes and wire guardians. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get those in a second here. Wasn't thinking about that. But that's okay. Maybe we can get those later because we're going to do the one end first. All right, so let me cut this and then I'll measure this for you. All right, we're going to leave these in the tray and just set them over here. These we're going to just kind of spill out, okay? We want to see what's all in there. I'm going to put those back there, put him up here for now. All right, let's use our mat appropriately. And we'll just dump those out too. All right, let me measure this. Okay, just over 28 inches, so about 28.5 inches of string. So, and we're using 2, in case you wanna do the same thing. Oh my gosh, I'm tangled up. Let me wrap this up 1 second. Sorry, guys. There we go. I'm working late into the evening It's actually only 8 o'clock, but this is late for me. I'm usually showered and pajamaed up by now, but I'm on a roll, and I would not be able to sleep knowing I had this box sealed up downstairs and waiting for me to return to it. All right, so let's just prepare this whole one end. It'll just be easier for us to work with. So let's put our crimp tube on, our wire guardian on, and we're gonna hook these onto a jump ring. So we're just gonna go ahead and complete the ends here. Putting that through our wire guardian and through our crimp tube, like so. All right, and let's crimp that down. There we go, and let's do the other one. I gave myself a lot of extra wire here, so we should be good on that. Now the only thing I want to do is I do want to kind of figure out where halfway is and just kind of figure it out. I'll look at it again as we're stringing just to make sure, because I do want to make sure I put my pendant on. All right, let's grab one of our jump rings. Some things we won't need right now. Just open that up and put both of these on. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's just put that whole thing together here. Might as well, right? Okay, so one side's ready. One side is ready to roll. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, well, first let me explain to you. So what we're doing is the larger beads are going to go on both strands, okay? And then these little beads are going to go on a single strand, but we're going to put them on both single strands. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to have both strands here, and let's just put on one of these green check glass beads and bring it up here to the top. Hopefully they fit over all four, and they do. So pull that down. There we go. It fits over everything, okay? So good, we know those fit over everything. It's good to know. Then let's go ahead and, because we want to have that come down just a little ways, let's do maybe another one of these. Let's do maybe yellow, and we'll do a pink one too, just to get this started. And we're just putting them over both strands and just feeding them all the way through, like so. There. All right, so now that we have that started, now let's separate these strands, and we're going to not pick our seed beads by color. We're just going to grab them and feed them on. And we're going to put on, I think we want to do like 6 or 7 on each strand. Let's go with 6. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then put that all the way down. Let's do the other one. Just need 6. Okay, 6 of those. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, see, so it splits up that wire like that. So now you have 2 strands next to your basically one strand, okay? So let's keep those 2 strands together now, and let's find some bigger beads to put on. So let's look at this assortment that we have here, because we have a really fantastic assortment. What about this green oversized bicone? Some beads may not fit through 2 strands, but some may. So we're gonna just try them out and see. All right, so that fits through there really nice. Like perfect. And now this is where it's kind of up to you. So if you want to do another, bigger bead, you can, or if you want to go right into bicones, the seed beads, you can. I kind of want to do another bigger bead. So let's use this orange one. And do that. And then we can separate our strands, and let's do 6 on each side again. And we'll do this about partway down, and I'll pause it. I'll do some more on my own, and then we'll come back and do some more together. That way you guys don't have to sit through all of it together with me. That's 5 and 6. So if you're wondering, if you don't use seed beads to do like bead weaving, and you're wondering what to do with all your seed beads, this right here, guys. This is what you do with all your seed beads. It's 4, 5, and 6. Whoop. I threw that one. There we go. Okay, so now we have our next little bunch of 6 on each strand. And don't be worried if they don't sit right up next to each other. They're going to look a little odd at first, but once you get this all put together, it looks really cute. Trust me on that. I've made necklaces like this before, and they're just really a lot of fun. Let's do this orange one, this big one, and we're going to leave him by himself because he's much, much bigger. And then let's do 6 and 6 again. Oops, I lost that one somewhere. Never to be found. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5 and 6. All right, and this wire. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Whoops. These bounce, when you drop them, they just go bouncing off like wherever, and you find them years later. You're like, oh, here's a really tiny seed bead that somehow I missed it 30 times when I swept in here. All right, okay, so there's our next little bunch, and let's do another big bead. Let's do this really pretty pinky red color. right? And you guys kind of get the idea now, right? So I'm gonna do one more little bunch here with you guys, and I'll pause it and I'll do some more on my own, and then we'll come back and do some more together. Oops. Oh my goodness. So, my son and his girlfriend broke up, and he's getting ready to go over there to get his stuff. And it was a nice breakup. They broke up once before because he was just, he opened up to me when we went shopping last weekend, and he told me, he was like, Mom, we just don't have the same goals and dreams or anything even close to that, and I told him, I said, buddy, you're going to be 21. You're fine. You don't need to worry about settling down right now anyway. You're fine. Just enjoy your life. Do the things that you need to do and the things that you want to do, and then worry about it, so I understand, like, after I went through my divorce, at first I was like, and I know divorce is different than breaking up when you're a kid, right? I know that. I'm just using this as some kind of example. I went through like a period of like being like super sad and lonely for that relationship, right? But then I'm like, I found this piece of it just being me and my kids for quite a long time. And I absolutely enjoyed those years that it was just me and my kids. And it gave me time to focus on them. When they were with their dad, it gave me time to focus on me. And it was really quite therapeutic. And it gave me time to grow up, because, I don't care what anybody says, like, well, there are things, like, I would have to say that are probably the exception to the rule. Like any kind of abuse is the exception to this rule. But most of the time, when relationships go bad, it's both people, right? I'm just as much at fault for letting my marriage go bad as my first husband was, and vice versa. Neither one of us are innocent in this. We were both, we were high school sweethearts, and we just kind of got used to each other and just kind of let it go. We just both kind of said, whatever, and it was hard. We're still friends to this day. We know we don't talk, we don't text, but if there's ever anything that needs to happen, I shouldn't say we're friends, we're friendly. We, for the kids or whatever, we meet in the middle and we handle situations together as parents should. And I am probably one of the few people who can say that they have that good of a relationship with their ex. There's not a lot of people who do. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. Anyway, but, I don't even know where I was going with this whole story. Oh, about enjoying my time to myself. I was able to learn what kind of things I would accept in a relationship and what kind of things I wouldn't accept in a relationship. And I also learned a lot about myself. Like, for example, I am a real pain in the butt at times, okay? Like, I know this. I can be real, well, you guys know. I've told you about my meltdowns, and they all evolve around things that are not important. So, you know, they feel important to me at the time, but in all, in the grand scheme of life, they are not important. So I learned that I have that fault, but I needed to find someone who would help me work through it. Not accept it, but work through it. You know, I don't need someone who's going to, you know, just let me get away with whatever I feel like saying. I need someone who's going to say, look, I understand that you're having issues right now, but let me tell you this. And, you know, I needed that. And I found that. So it took a while because, one, I wasn't looking for a long time. And I don't know if I told you guys like how I ended up getting on dating apps, because I don't know if I told you guys that or not. I'll tell you real quick. So my daughter was away at college, and so it was just basically me and William. And then when William was with his dad, it was just me and the cats. And I was more than okay with that. I would hang out with my friends every now and then, but I just really didn't feel like dating. I just, you know, the whole idea of it was like somewhat repulsive to me. I know that doesn't make sense, but I just didn't want to do that. Like, for someone who's really never had to date, I'm like, what do you do? You know, I mean, it's kind of nuts, right? So my daughter was home one weekend, and she's like, Mom, this is really kind of sad. She's like, you're not even 40 yet. She's like, why are you sitting here like you are? She's like, and, you know, of course, to someone her age, 40 was like, you know, you might as well be considered elderly, and maybe we should start looking for, you know, an assisted living or something in her eyes, you know, because she was so young. But she's like, let's get on a dating app and let's set up a profile. So she actually set it all up, chose my photos, all this stuff. And it worked out pretty good. You know, I went on a couple dates, wasn't real thrilled with these people. And so I expanded my horizons a little bit, and I went out for like more than like an hour or more away from myself. And that's how I ended up finding Shane. So, yeah, I mean, and, you know, things work out eventually, and you find that person. All right, so here we are. This is what we have so far. And this is going to be so stinking cute, you guys. Look at these colors together. And don't worry if these twist up a little bit. They're going to. It's going to twist up just a little bit. But that's what's going to make it even more like unique and cool. All right, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to do some more on my own, and then we'll be right back because we have a little ways to go before we even get to the middle. See what I mean? We got a long ways to go. I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I figured out where I'm going to want to put my pendant. So I actually put a little leaf right here. I beaded it all the way down. This is like my little halfway mark. So we're going to do our little leaf right there. We're going to grab a jump ring for our cute little pendant, and let's just open that up and put our cute little pendant on. Adorable little pendant. And we're going to do the little leaf here. We're going to do, I think, like maybe 3 seed beads on each one of these, just a small amount. So 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, and 3. Perfect. All right. Then let's go ahead and put our our pendant on, and we want it over both. Might add more seed beads, I'm not sure. Let's see. Nope, I think that's actually going to be just about perfect. Well, nope, let's put on a few more because I don't want it to cover up the leaf. Let's do a few more. Let's do like, might as well just do 6, right? Let's just do 6. So we need 3 more on each one. Oh my goodness, you guys. You can tell it's getting late. I'm getting real dropsy. All right, there we go. And then 3 on this one. Maybe I will use a bigger jump ring. I wonder if I should use a little bit bigger of one just so it kind of glides along those a little bit better. Let's try that. Oops, there we go. Okay, so we got our 6 and 6. Now our pendant does go over both, okay, which is good. And because this, let's see, kind of want it to like, there we go. So maybe right about there. And then let's just put some more seed beads on this side of it. You know what, hold on, maybe I am thinking something wrong here. I'm rethinking something, you guys. Hold on one sec. So let's pull 3 and 3 off, because maybe what I want to do is I might want to put one of these little bicone guys here. Sorry, let me scoot these so you can see what I'm doing. Like that, because then that would act more of like more of a stopper than the seed beads would. Yeah, let's do it that way, because then we'll put this other one on here. And then we'll do 3 on each for the seed beads. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas, you guys. 1, 2, and 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3, and then let's do a leaf. There. So just like that. That looks cute. That looks really cute together. I like that. Okay, good deal. All right, so now we're back to our 6 and our bigger bead and stuff. So let's go ahead and do those. All right, I'm going to do a few of these together with you guys, and then I will pause it again and give you guys give you guys a little bit of a break from me just stringing on seed beads. I mean, it doesn't go like super slow. It's just, you know, it's tedious work. But it's one of those things that whenever I do something tedious like this and it's super repetitive, it's so relaxing to me. Like, I feel like I will sleep good tonight. It's kind of like counting sheep. I'm counting beads. Once I get done here, I'll go remove my makeup, get my PJs on. I think I'll just shower in the morning because I will be going to church in the morning anyway. So, and then that way I can just go crash out. All right. And now we're not trying to match the beads on both sides. We're just going to just bead away and just bead some happy into us. Just zoned out for a minute. All right, you guys, I'm going to put this bead on, put 2 beads on, and then I will pause it. I literally zoned out. Like, I totally forgot that I was, like, filming. I was just concentrating on putting those little teeny tiny seed beads on. I'm so sorry. I usually talk a little bit more, but I just really zoned right out. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm actually doing something here. Oh, goodness. All right. Get those on there. All right, so this is what we got so far. I will be right back, you guys, and that way I don't zone out on you again. Okay, guys, we are nearing the end, so let's do some of this together to finish this up. This is, it is a long process, but it is definitely worth it. And, you know, if you maybe use even chunkier beads in between the seed beads, it will go by faster. The part that takes the longest is stringing on the seed beads, but it gives it such a fun look, especially when you're using like assorted colors. And this is, you know, two colors, which looks really cute too. But I did one that had like a 3-color mix, and it was so pretty. It was so cool looking. And so if you're ever wondering what to do with all those little tiny seed beads, especially like it works best with the 11-0. And you know, you go any smaller than that, you just, I don't know, I can't see them. So it's 11-0 is the smallest I can go when it comes to seed beads. I know some people work with really teeny tiny little beads, but I do like the 11-0s. They are nice, especially like I said, when you're doing a project like this, it makes it so different. It's so unique. All right, I'm just making sure that I am centered. I'm over here messing with the pendant. So I'm just making sure it's really centered. Let's meet back in the middle here and do a couple little beads. But look at how bright and cheerful this is. This is just a lot of fun. And then we'll have our last little sections of seed beads, it looks like. See if you can see that. So it's a good length. Yeah, we have our last little section of seed beads. And then we'll do our 3 fire polish beads and complete this part of the necklace. Oops. There's 5. We need 1 more on that side. And let's do our 6 on the other. There we go. Okay, we can move those off to the side. And as I find seed beads, I can just add them right to the little pile there. All right, now let's put on our 3 fire polished. I'm just going to do them in the same order that I had before. Come on, get in there. Oh my goodness. Like, I know you fit. Okay, let me just double check and make sure that this is centered, and it is. All right, good. Let me grab the other things that we need real quick here. So we will need a couple wire guardians. And we will need a couple crimp tubes. Okay, let's make sure this is all, there's no weird gaps or spaces, and it doesn't look like it, so good deal. And then we can take one of our crimp tubes, put it on, one of our wire guardians, put that on. And now I'm not really too worried about going through all those beads. We're just going to want to go through our crimp tube. We'll trim off our tails. All right, so there's that one. Oops. Sorry guys, didn't mean to hit the camera. There we go. Let's trim off that little tail. Ooh, let's make sure it's not anywhere near the other strand, because then I'd probably cry. You guys would probably hear me sob uncontrollably. There we go. All right, now let's put this one on. So we're planning a trip to Vegas next year with our friends Chris and Jamie. They're the ones who we went to the Keys with. So we're planning a couples trip, and I have never been to Vegas before, so it'll be my first time. And so we're kind of looking at things to do, and it'll be next year in spring, probably end of April, like it was this past year. It might be sooner, it might be later. Their second child is graduating high school, so you know that time of year there's a lot of stuff seniors are doing, so we may not be able to make it during that time, but we're so far planning around that time. And we're not gamblers at all. All four of us are not. So we're hoping to see some scenery, maybe catch a couple shows. Jamie and I are really looking to do some shopping. And I think if I'm out that way, if I can find someone who does like, who has like gemstones, I would like to stop in and see them and probably buy stuff. All right. So any of you who live in the Las Vegas area and you know of any great bead places, I'm going to make them let me do these things that I want to do too, because it's my vacation as well. And I want to know where to go. All right. So, or if you have any other suggestions about like what to do, stuff like that. We already know some of the places we want to eat. We're big chef people, so we know we want to eat at Hell's Kitchen for Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, and Jet Tila's restaurant, we know we want to eat there. Jet Tila is one of my favorite chefs, so I really want to eat there. All right, so here is our cute necklace. Look at how cute this is, you guys. I was thinking about adding some dangles to this, but I don't think I really need to. I think it looks cute just the way it is. All right, let me kind of get this squared away, and then I'll be right back and we'll make our earrings. Okay, guys, I put together one of the earrings for us, and here they are. Really cute little earring. So let's go ahead and make our dangles for this one. And we're just going to kind of go right in order. Oh, and I also got some chain from my stash. I just cut off 6 little links. These are a double link chain. You can use whatever chain you want. Just make sure, it fits over your hoop. But I cut 2 of those off. And we're just going to kind of go in order from where we're going to string on first to the end. All right, so we need some eye pins, head pins, and we do need some 18 gauge beading wire. Of course, you can do all eye pins and stuff like that, and it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Make it your own original, right? So we got that one. And then we need a head pin for our little green bicone. And this one's going to be a wire wrap loop. There we go. Didn't think I was going to be able to get it. I got a little sharp pokey thing here. Let me fix that. There we go. All right, and let's connect those together. And I think we'll just go ahead and string them on. Now, I had bought these on Amazon, and I used them in a video a while back. But I will see if I can't find them for you and link them on this video for you so you can find them. I got these smaller gold ones, and I got some larger silver ones. And the ball, if you pull the ball off, you broke it. You gotta glue the ball back on. You string it on over top of the post that goes into your ear. So I actually had to fix one of mine. I had to glue it back on. And then after that, we have this cute little pink and yellow. So that's when we're going to need some gold 18 gauge wire. 18 gauge, I'm sorry. No, it's not 18 gauge. 18 gauge would be really, really fat. It's 24 gauge, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. So you want 24 gauge wire. All right, so we're going to do like a little wire wrap on this little tiny briolet drop. So you put your bead on, leave one side really short, like this one here. Just point it up, make like a little triangle on top of your bead, like so. This one has a really skinny top, so it's going to be it's a little bit awkward, but you want to try to get the long one somewhat centered on your bead. Like I said, this is a tough one because the top is so tiny. And then kind of bend your short one straight over if you can. And then I actually used my round nose pliers to hang on to it close to the bead because it fits in there better. And then I'm just taking my little short one and I'm just going to wrap it around my long one just a couple times to hold it. Okay, just a couple times. And then we can trim that off, like so. Squish down anything sharp. And then on top of that one, we had this pink one, this pink little flat-ish dimply one. If I can find the hole. There it is. Nope, let's grab a different one. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we have this one put together, except for now we just need to do a little wire wrap loop up here. I'm using about the middle of my pliers just so I can make sure the hole is big enough to fit onto my my hoop. And then we're just going to use our hands to guide this around. I've got it a few times. Do you want me to let you out, Lucy? Are you done? Are you done being in here with me? Hold on 1 second, guys. Do you want out? Do you want out, baby girl? There you go. Good girl. All right, so then we will slide this one on. And then we have one of our links of chain. I'm just doing the chain on here because it adds a little bit of space in between some stuff, but it also just gives you a little more gold. And then next we have our pink grapefruit colored bead, and I used little white seed beads around it on the bottom and on the top. So yep, we're not quite done using the seed beads yet. We only need them a couple more times though. And then we're just going to do a simple loop on this one. Just bend that wire straight over. Cut off the wire you don't need. And then come in and roll that wire back to make your simple loop. Okay. Now we need a head pin, and I believe I used gold. Yep, I used a couple gold seed beads. So we have one at the bottom. We have our little grapefruit slice. That's what it looks like to me because it's pink. And another seed bead. And then we can do our wire wrap loop. Times. And let's just trim that off there. There we go. Take care of our, whoops, sorry guys. Take care of our little pokey thing. Sticking out, a little piece of wire there. And then let's just hook it right onto our other component to this. And then we can feed that right onto our earring. And then I think, oh yeah, we used the chain. Then next we need more of our 24 gauge wire and our leaf. So you're gonna do the same thing with this one. So you're gonna have your short end and your long end. Bring both of them up. This one's a little bit easier to do it with, okay? And you have like a little triangle. So you take your longer piece and then you take your shorter piece and bend it over like that. And this one, we're just gonna use our fingers and just slowly roll it around just a couple times, okay? Trim that off. Make sure we don't have anything sharp and pokey. And we need a couple white seed beads. So we have one going on right here. Then we have our little orange square, our cube, and then we have one more little white one. And then we'll do our little wire wrap loop. And then just gently run that around. There we go. Trim off that piece that we don't need. Just make sure there's nothing poking out here. There's a little piece of my wire. There we go. Then we can feed this right on here, like so. Twist it around. There we go. And then let's go ahead and do our very last thing. So I ended up breaking one of my seed beads, so I'm going to end up having to fix that, but we'll keep moving, and then that way you guys can see what's going on, and I'll fix that later. I'm just going to have to redo the wrap. It's fine. I just don't want to take your time up any more than I already have. That's the one dangerous thing about like trying to squeeze down something next to one of those little tiny seed beads. You can pulverize them so easy. All right, so we're making our simple loop on this bead. And then we need a head pin. Put it on our little flower bead. And let's do our little wire wrap loop on here. Like so. Trim that off. Then we can open this one up. Connect those two together. Close it back up. And let's put this guy on. All right. And now we have our earrings and our fun and fruit forward necklace. Let me go ahead and clean this up and I'll get these tried on for you guys. All right, guys, look at how fun these earrings are. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look how cute. And then our necklace. See, it just looks like you have like a thicker strand in between. There's our cute little grapefruit. Oh my gosh, I love this, you guys. It turned out so cute. I hope you had fun making this. I hope you love all these bright, cheerful colors. They just kind of gave me like a new lease on summer life because I was heading down the spiral that is summer's over and it's fall. I have summer back. So thank you to Deb. Thanks Sam's Bead shop. You guys did an amazing job. This is like so beautiful. I can't even like, I don't know, like I said, I've never had a subscription box with these colors. This is fun. This is fun. It's refreshing. It's just, I don't know. I can't even like explain it. All I know is I love the necklace, but you all, I love, love, love the color in these earrings. Okay, guys, I had a great night. It's past my bedtime. It is 9:30. It is super late. I am gonna go wash my face, brush my teeth, put my night cream on, and get some sleep. And I will talk to you guys soon. Probably not tomorrow, but definitely Monday, because I am off Monday. I took Monday off. So 4-day weekend, here we go. Much love to you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.